Hello everyone, am I clear? Okay, today I have an idea which is I want to share about um, some of my drawings and my drawing journey of sorts through the app that me and my brother created called where2sketch.com. So I'm using my phone to record myself here, and also I'm screen recording my desktop monitor. So yeah, let's get into it. So here I'm in the where2sketch.com. So if I refresh, you can see I'm automatically loaded around my location, and this is the Singapore map, of course, and there are many different kind of points of interest. So the hollow circles are basically sketches where someone else sketched but I've not visited yet. So I've not been there and I've not sketched anything there yet. While the filled circles are actually things that I've already sketched. And yeah, I've also added, so I can zoom in a bit. I've also added some thumbnails just to give a hint of what the place is about. And let's see if I click on another spot. So it just loads the review and the sketch for that spot. And we also have a flower system where if your sketch get liked by someone else, it will appear as a flower on the map. So just to make the map a bit more lively and fun. And here you can see that I received flowers from this person. And I can acknowledge. But anyway, this is just the main screen for where2sketch.com. And now let me go to my profile page, which we recently spent quite a lot of time revamping. So here I want to talk about some of my sketching journey and maybe take a look at when I started. And when sketching, I mean urban sketching. So over here is the map of everywhere I've sketched. So mainly I'm in Singapore now, right? And I did a sketch in Penang recently, and in Japan we did a few sketches. But maybe let's go back all the way to the beginning, which is March 2025. So here you can see my first kind of urban sketch. It's actually not truly my first. Maybe next time I'll share some that's even earlier than that, but I have to dig it out. But this is one of the early ones for sure. This view from Tiong Bahru Bakery, and I was using my Kindle Scribe. So let me show you what's a Kindle Scribe. Kindle Scribe original version. So it's basically a e-ink display, larger Kindle. I think it looks like this. With a pen where you can draw on it. So you can use it to read book and actually take notes. But the texture is really nice and it feels like paper, so it's nice to draw on it and read as well. So at that time, this was the view out of the Tiong Bahru Bakery, and I was just trying to draw a bit of it. And here we're eating this pastry, kind of expensive pastry, and just looking out. Very nice day and nice time to sketch. So you can see I clicked on the close button, and now I'm back to the timeline view where I lost everything. So I wanted to show you from March 2025, right? So let me show again. So if I view sketch, and then if I click close, I expect to go back to March 2025 so I can continue scrolling through the timeline, but there's a problem now which I'm discovering. So I close it and I'm back to the full timeline view. So maybe I should try to fix it. And I think this is a fun kind of exercise also, because it can show how I use large language models and AI agents to help to develop the product. Yeah, so maybe I'll share my screen here. So I've downloaded ChatGPT Codex, and I'm in my repo now. So maybe what I would do is I will check out a new branch. Just like fix profile map timeline. I just create a new branch, and I'll show you my very bad prompting skills. No prompt engineering skills at all. So I'll just say that but in profile map view, when clicking on the timeline and selecting a month, year option, it correctly navigates to the spots. But when I click on view sketch and enter the main sketch page and then click the close, it returns me to the full timeline view instead of back to the position and selection bottom row of the screen, back to the map position. And what else I want to say? Oh, and instead of back to map position and sketch, and the selected month, year, please investigate and propose a fix. Yeah, so we can let the agent work. I think the model I'm using is 5.5 high. I think it's a pretty good model, and Codex so far has quite good limits, but it's really expensive. So I'm thinking of maybe switching to some of the Chinese open source models. But for now, it already has helped a lot in creating this web app. Yeah, so let it run, and let's continue talking about it. So yeah, that was my very first sketch. And maybe the next urban sketch is April 2025. And here you can see Pinnacle at Duxton. So if I view sketch here, this black and white style and with the gray style, I'm actually using the Kindle Scribe again. And yeah, we basically paid I think $8 each to go up to Pinnacle at Duxton and just to explore, and we realized that it's nice to sketch as well. So we did have our respective sketching materials. I went with my brother that day, and yeah, we just sat down and chill and try to sketch. At that point of time, I was still very bad at perspectives. So Kindle Scribe allows me to erase. It's like the iPad, you can erase your marks, but there are no layers, so you can't do drawing layers. Everything is a single layer, and yeah, it took a lot of time trying to get the perspective looking roughly correct, but it's still wrong. But I really enjoyed drawing the trees and kind of like the shadows of the trees, and like this person like chilling here. So it's quite a chill vibe. So here's the picture from Pinnacle at Duxton. Yeah, this is a picture my brother took of me. Wow, that's quite long ago. And yeah, I guess it was 30 degrees that day, 69% relative humidity, and it was in April in 2025. Yeah, and there were shelter seats and it's quite quiet. So yeah, I can close, and I'm back to the bug in this map again. And let's see whether the Codex has already investigated the issue. So here it says investigated. The bug is in the navigation state handoff. Blah blah blah. Return format center zoom. Full timeline, no bottom row. Okay, it looks good. Yeah, so this is just a sanity check to see whether what it says kind of makes sense. But to be honest, because of our work as software engineers, at home I'm already like have enough of software engineering. So most of the people I have not really took a very deep look at the code, and it's very AI assisted. So what I do is I provide like high level instructions and do a lot of manual verification myself. So let's see how it implements. And yeah, back to the where to sketch.com. So maybe let's just let one more December 2025. Yeah, December 2025. So let's see what's up with this. So I have two sketches. One is called Super Pro Sketch. Another one is Katong. Let's take a look at Katong. So Katong, okay, this one. Oh yeah, I remember. This was the first urban sketch I did after using SG Culture Pass to go for my art space course. So SG Culture Pass, my art space. I think it's this one, travel sketching workshop. Yeah, it's this travel sketching workshop. Where we sketched indoors, but our teacher called Chankerk, he's really good, and yeah, he taught us how to basics, how to sketch fast, how to try to capture the big things in urban sketch, and then taught us watercolor, and that's the very first time I did any watercolor. So it was $90. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was more expensive that time. Yeah, but this is a very good course. So it should be this one. It looks like this one. Yeah, so I would recommend it if anyone wants to learn urban sketch. But anyway, back to this. After that, yeah, I had some more ideas on how to sketch more complex scenes. So this has more difficult perspectives for me. And also I tried to do some of the things he mentioned, like for instance, maybe not being too scared of mistakes. So you see, like, there are lines that are, let me see here. Yeah, there are lines that I had the angle slightly wrong and I had to correct it. So he said get the main angles correct, the big shapes correct, and also that long lines have more feeling than short lines. So you try to draw longer lines. So here you can see there's a kind of a bit longer lines and it's like more swooping lines. And I also added my and I also added my own touch, in a sense that what he recommended is for trees, because you want to sketch fast, maybe you can just draw the shape of the trees with some light shading. Anyway, that is just guidance on how to sketch fast. But for me, I like the details of the trees, so I spend a bit more time on the individual leaves on the left side of the tree, and then also try a different style for this tree on the right, which is like very messy. And finally, a photo with my brother. And yeah, this was quite an interesting sketch, and it was quite cool that there was an uncle who actually said that he recognized his house from this sketch. So that was a very cool affirmation of good effort. Yeah. Okay, basically I just want to show this, and yeah, this is the update for where the sketch map. So, and the recent activities here, maybe I'll talk about them in the future. But yeah, let's continue taking a look at where the codex is done and maybe just wrap this video up. So it says that he implemented and whatever, and it ran the test. Yeah, so very importantly is we should have tests so we can guide the agent in the correct direction. I can ask it to run the full test. Meanwhile, I can take a look at how it's doing. Yeah, okay. I was in this okay, this picture was loaded because I was trying a capsule hotel in Japan, Matsumoto, during a solo trip. And yeah, just taking this picture for my family. Yeah, but what do I want to show? Yeah, okay, I want to show this. Yeah, so this is the development kind of console that I'm using to check. So I guess what I wanted to verify is manual, see whether the timeline after I click your return, right? So view sketch, close. Okay, it still appears here. So it looks like the problem may be fixed, right? Yeah, it looks good. Okay, I'll consider it as kind of fixed. And yeah, just back to codecs. So it's trying to run the full CI parity check. So I did use some playwright tests. So I'm not very expert in front end, but I just know that yeah, there are playwright tests where they emulate the click of a browser and launch in the background. So this is quite good for seeing end-to-end tests whether things are working or not. So I just know about the technology, and it's because a lot of people like talk about it at work as well, and I'm just using what I know. I don't really explore a lot of software engineering actually on my own outside of work, other than some stuff that I'm curious about. So you see, one test has failed, so yeah, it will try to fix it. So I guess this is the main thing I wanted to show today, which is like some of the updates from the where2sketch.com, introduce a bit, record a video, and see how we develop. Hope this video was interesting for everyone, and maybe see you next time.